I gotta say okay here and okay on that computer over there. Welcome, everybody. It is our last 11:30 meeting. It's a good crowd for that. I know it's been kind of crazy changing the schedule, so thank you for being so flexible with it. First thing you need to do is you need to meet somebody you don't know and say hi to them, but instead of a minute, you only got 30 seconds this time. So, go.
I was just wondering if you were just spam.
Yeah, not a spam. Yeah, it was from me. I was just sharing my contact information.
All right, just a reminder, go ahead and grab your seats. All right, everything said in here can be heard outside of the green microphones. So just be aware that recordings go out everywhere. So each week, and by the way, Rachel's not here today. She's on her anniversary / baby moon. So they are probably in Antigua by now. So hurricane's not going that way, is it?
Well, don't say that.
I keep getting hurricane alerts for Florida, so they're probably okay. Cool, great. Sending prayers their way. So every week we talk about our MVB, B, or P. This week it's our perspective. We are a training, coaching, consulting, and technology company creating a culture and community where entrepreneurs thrive. We're not a real estate sales company. Real estate is our vehicle to make bigger lives for everyone. It's a whole different mind shift and mindset, and that's why we have people living bigger lives through here. My clicker working? It is. So we have tons of vendors and affiliates that are sponsors and help us with things, and we like for them to have a chance to say hi to us each week. Let's start with Derek.
All right, Derek Channing, homeowner expert within Missouri Bank, conveniently located right across the parking lots. We did get a good update last week that conventional loan limits are going up to a little over 800,000. So that's about a $40,000 increase from this past year, which what that means is anybody that's like looking at jumbo loan limits versus conventional loans, the rates on conventionals are significantly better than jumbo. So if you have anybody that's kind of flirting with that line, it'd be a good idea for them to look into that.
All right, next.
There, Kevin Kohler with Allstate Insurance, help provide all your property casualty needs. Where there's smoke, there is fire. In the last month, I've had 18 referrals sent over to me. I have taken about 10 of those. So about 55%. Allstate has a great home product. I'd like to help you with your clients.
Very cool. And that's the reason they come in here, to help you provide things for your clients. So make sure and take advantage of everybody that comes in and works with us. Christina.
Hi, Christina Ferrante with 417 Home Loans. I'm your #Lending Lady for Life. I bet you all heard that Restore SGF sadly is out of funds, but we have 5 different programs that can put anyone, no matter what you make, no income limits, in a 0 down payment loan.
And is there anybody else? All right, because you were the culture winner last week for the Vindy. Oh, before we get to the Vindy though, bold 7-step sponsors last week: USA Mortgage, Meridian Title Company, and Ozark Outdoor Solutions. So big thank you to them. Next week, we're going to do a big thank you to all of our bold sponsors, because we'll be back to Tuesdays. We'll have a larger crowd, and we want to make sure to thank you all and appreciate you in front of a bunch of people. So thank you to everybody that helped make Bold a success. And you're gonna hear some stories about that today also. All right, now the mission moment, the Vindy. Who is our winner this week?
Well, it seems like that Kevin, Derek, and I just pass it back and forth. I think that Kevin had it last before me, so it's gonna go to my good friend Derek. Have them come. We want to meet them too. The more people in this meeting, the better that it is, and the more chance that we have to recruit new vendors.
Absolutely. And that's not just for vendors and affiliates, that's agents. Anyone's welcome to our meetings. They don't have to be a KW person. Anybody can come to this anytime. All right. Last week's culture winner for agent side was Lisa Walker. Let me find the note from what she said. So the person she nominates goes above and beyond the call of duty, always ready to help, always working towards a win-win in every transaction. Even though I called her Haley for a while, she's been nothing short of professional. It makes me look that way too. Congratulations to Megan Lowe, who's our winner. phone, since she's online, so please grab your phone. Let's text her and say congratulations. Her phone number is, and you're gonna take her, here, take her little one too. There you go. And her phone number is 816-627-9758. One more time, 816-627-9758. So text her congratulations. And speaking of onward, Haley and Connie, what do we have?
Hello, everybody. Haley with Onward. Congrats to Megan for winning the Steffes Award. Katya just wanted me to remind you all about the marketing promos. She's sitting up at the front desk today. If you want to stop by the front desk and chat with her about them or ask her any questions that you have. Mike also has them all up there if you need them. And then I think she has flyers up at the front too.
And there's some over on that table right by Shannon.
And there's some by Shanna.
So take advantage of these. Have somebody help you so you have more time with your clients. All right,
Other
anything
than-
else?
Just weekly reminder of everything that we do. Transaction coordination, marketing management, sign running, and closing gift baskets. So take a peek at all those. If you have any questions, feel free to come chat with me.
Yep, one of them is up there every day, so come by and visit and I'll help you get all the info. All right, don't call people you're not supposed to, don't get in trouble. Jim, anything today?
Let's see.
Uh-oh, when he comes up here, that means there's something.
The 30th is coming up pretty quickly. Today's the 25th. I think
Yes.
if you turn it in today, you'd probably get it done. If you turn it in tomorrow, it's kind of sketchy. I don't know if you would or not. What we've done, Nicole has done, and she'll probably tell you when she gets on, but she's got an envelope already prepared, predated, that she's gonna send everybody in that comes in at that last minute. But if you don't, I mean, you can't practice real estate. If you're out there in the world watching this, you can't practice anymore. No signs, no lock boxes, no conversations with clients.
No money.
No agency agreements. You can't receive a check. If you've got a property under contract, it's going to me. Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll put it in escrow until you do get licensed again, but if you don't ever get licensed again, the check, I guess we'll put it in KW Cares.
I like that idea.
Because they can't get paid.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that. Other than that, I mean, we haven't really had anything bad going on. Have you got any questions real quick? No? What I would do on September or October 1st, start your CE. Next cycle.
For next year.
Get it done. Thank you.
Nicole probably hit that and say, but we have several people who have not even started CE yet. And you've got to get it in, because if you do not, you go back to the school and the test and the re-upping at the board, whichever board you're in, because we have like 5 or 6 listening on this message right, or on this community right now. Get it done today. Make sure you got that done.
Yeah, you have to retake your 24-hour, and then you also have to pay $50 for every month that you're late. Plus your 65 that you already have to pay to renew. So no one wants to do that. So let's go ahead and get it done.
Yeah. She said so cheerfully. All right, stats for this week. The big stats coming up that I'm really excited about. Well, I don't know if I'm excited or not, but you'll see it. But it's kind of, every number went down, I believe this week it was, compared to last week, except for maybe new contracts and it's been a busy week. I can't remember what I looked at since I did this Monday morning. But here's compared to last year, very similar there. But here's the big number that really hit. As of Monday morning, we had 2,111 active listings in GSBOR. This corresponding week in COVID-19 or before COVID 2019, 2,034. We have 70 to 80 more listings than that same week the year before COVID happened. Okay, here's something else I found, and this is from AI, so I don't know how accurate it is. But at that time, the 30-year loan rates, for some reason it shows 3.65, but it also shows 5.25, 5, and 4.75. We're almost back to the way it was before COVID. So if you're, anybody that's been in since then, you don't know any different, this is becoming what was normal, okay? So just keep that in mind. Houses are gonna stay longer, interest rates, and an interesting thing Dr. Yoon said the other day, and I've got a slide on him the other day, the NAR economist was in Ozark yesterday. The interest rates that just dropped will not really affect buyers for about 60 to 90 days. Because the rates drop, they go, okay, now I can buy. Now they gotta give their landlord notice. Now they gotta start the thing. So because the rates just dropped, doesn't mean immediately listings are gonna start selling. It means the process has started. So whatever you're doing right now is setting up your November, December, and just keep talking with your people. Remind them, hey, there's more houses to choose from. There's a lot we can get done there. All right, Nicole, anything else on this?
Nope, just, yeah, like you said, I do have an envelope going up, so if we have issues with it or your CE is not registering for you to pay online, we can go ahead and send it in. Not a big deal there. There is a new update this week. I just hadn't put it on this slide yet, but I will post it in the internal page. Just some updates to our website builders. So they continue to work on those. So don't forget, you do have an awesome KW website. If you want to sit down with me, we can spend about 30 minutes and kind of go over those items and get it how you're wanting it. But use it for your branding, for your marketing, and it does link to your consumer facing app.
Very cool. And if you have not started your CE yet, here's the code. Get it in, get it done, get all 12 hours done, do fair housing, do ethics, and then pick 2 others. But yeah, you're at the last minute. If you're one of those people, you're there. All right, Realtor Weekly, guess what? You should have read your email. Okay? Thank you all that filled out your surveys last week for us on what you want from team meetings, because we really take that seriously. And one of the things you all said was, if it's things I'm getting emails on, don't make me watch it again here. So if there's something very important, we'll put it up there. But if there's things we know you're getting, we're gonna go ahead and just let you get it on your email. And again, on the team survey, we had a lot of different things on there. Here's kind of how I want to show you behind the curtain on why we put team meeting the way we do. Have any of you heard of the DISC profile? There are people that are dominants, influentials, steady, compliant. They all have different wants, needs, things they like. We try to make team meeting hit everybody somehow. So guess what? You're not going to like all of every team meeting. If you do, that means we're shutting out somebody else. So as you watch team meetings, if there's a part you're saying, well, that's not for me. Like some people do not like numbers, and some people do not like touchy-feely things, and some people like all of it. It's going to have some things that are important to you and some things that aren't. But just realize that it's like your family. Sometimes you like parts of them, sometimes you don't. Keep the whole thing though. But thank you for the surveys. We're going to start implementing a lot of that stuff. One of the interesting things was it was split almost down the middle on whether we do 9:30, 9:27, or 11 o'clock. So to stay normal for the rest of this year, we're going to stay at the 9:30. We might look at the 11 o'clock on Tuesdays next, on first quarter of next year. So again, a lot of info you all gave us. Another thing, I threw this on this spot, the Dr. Yoon slides yesterday. How many of you felt like it was a really rough summer? Look at this. Pending contracts in July was the worst ever since 2001. So if you were feeling like it was slow, guess what? You were right. But they're seeing that things are going to be start coming up. And if you're prepared for it, you're going to be in great shape. So one of the things from team meeting survey that everybody said is they love the ALC teaching. So the ALC said, what if we take the shift book and teach a different segment of that each team meeting? So new team meetings are up. They start next week with one called Burritos, Biscuits, and Business Planning Prep. So next 9/27 on Tuesday, we'll have breakfast, we'll have biscuits, burritos. If you need more of that, bring your own stuff. Bring your own mimosas, whatever. But we're also gonna help you get ready for business planning business planning prep. Then on the 8th, you're gonna get to hear Erica, who, have we actually officially announced you in here yet? Get up here for a second. Yeah, just for a second. She's scared. Is our new co-team leader, and we had to kind of keep it under wraps till September. So now it's September. So we're glad to have her here. She's already, her first week, she started Bold, Mega Camp, Franchise Systems Orientation, which is a class she had to go to in Austin. So you've already been hit in the face with the fire hose turned on. So you're going to get to actually meet her. Rich is going to do an interview with her on October 8th. But she's a fantastic person. She's been in the property development world for 13 years. So she's very well connected with Springfield, and everybody outside of KW that says, is Erica at your all's place? They're like, oh my gosh, she's amazing. So we are so happy to have you here. And then you'll get to go learn a whole lot about her on October 8th. So thank you. I know it's hard to see in the back. Shift 1 and shift 2 will be 2 different instructors on the 15th. We have all the shifts divided up through there. And There will be copies out, but I got about 30 of these up here if you need a copy of the team meetings for this whole quarter. Can you believe it's fourth quarter already? One of my favorites of the whole year is December 17th, the ugly Christmas sweater team meeting. So start shopping now. We want to be pretty for that picture. But that was a thing through the survey. You all said, we want to learn more from our ALC and our top agents. So we have a bunch of people that are going to be teaching through that stuff. September is almost done. We have command and lead to close this afternoon, contracts tomorrow, wealth building, and Nicola's admin mastermind still honors it off.
It is still on for tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, I knew one of them had been canceled. I didn't know if that was the one. Okay, but next week, we'll have the October calendar out later this week for you. But October 3rd, you want to be at James Shaw. In fact, let's listen to him for a second, if I can click this right. Audio.
Hey, it's James Shaw, founder of Pivot Shift Ahead and KW Master Faculty. Thanks so much for taking a second to watch this. You know, the market right now is different. This year, last year, about 4 million transactions. That's down 2 million units from just a couple of years ago. There's definitely less opportunity, but it doesn't mean your opportunity is less. It's about you taking advantage of the opportunities in today's market. And that's why we're bringing RISE to you. It stands for Real Estate Inspiration, Strategy, and Execution. So many agents are addicted to information and allergic to implementation. And we're trying to change that. We want to give you specific strategies and show you how to implement in the 4 key areas that are getting agents tripped up right now. First, mindset, yours and your clients. How do we get our mindset right about the opportunity in the market? Number 2, it's lead generation strategies and activities. What specific plays can you run right now to get the best results? We'll give you actual examples and step-by-step strategies to go implement so you can reach your goals. And then we'll talk about the market itself. Like, do we truly understand how to explain today's market to a consumer so that they understand their opportunity within it? I know interest rates are higher and different things are happening, but if they see the big picture, would they take action? Well, we've got to become that economist of choice for them. So we'll walk through how to do that. And then finally, next, how to manage the money. So many of you have less money coming in and maybe more going out. How do we balance that out so we can take advantage of the financial opportunity right now? So I hope you'll join us for RISE. It really is a different program, something you've never been to before, where you'll walk out with, look, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and run this play and do that so that I can get this result. That's what it's all about. So I hope to see you there.
He's one of the top people in Keller Williams around the country, and he's going to be here live. On this chat, Nicole threw the sign-up sheet there. Let me get my full screen again. And if you need to sign up, catch us after the meeting today. We'll get you signed up for it, but you don't want to miss that. Then the week after that is what's called the Business Planning Clinic. This helps you figure out what you're going to need to do in 2025 to hit your goals. And next week's team meeting, we're going to help you figure out what you need to have ahead of time for that. So there's 2 great things coming up to prepare you to end this year strong and start the next year. And then on down the road, Greater Heartland Summit. This is like mega camp on a regional level. It's in Branson at the Chateau on the Lake, November 17th. 17th is mainly just a little get-together party. The main meetup is 18th all day and then Tuesday up to noon. This is, like I said, mega camp in a local level. We think it's important for everybody to go try and get to it. So here's the deal I'm gonna make with you, because you see it's $249. If you have an outside agent that's a capper level, which basically means they can do 8 deals a year or about 2.4 million in sales, and you can get them to come with you to that, we'll buy their ticket and your ticket. It's that important to get people there so they learn these things. So help us get this out to a lot of people, your ticket and theirs, if we can find somebody that wants to go to it. And we're expecting about 10 to 15 will go with us. It's a great, last year was the first year. This year's the second one. So you always know the first year you kind of figure out the kinks on it and make it even better. Had a great keynote speaker last year. They're going to have another one. And it's a great resource for people that can't get all the way to Austin or Vegas or wherever the big events are. Awesome.
Say something?
Yes, you can.
Back here and I'm going, wow, local here, James Shaw, Jen Davis, another executive max coach coming with her. And then the Greater Heartland Summit, all local right here for you. That's pretty amazing. You definitely need to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you because they're not given to everyone.
Amen.
Well, also the fact that James Shaw is free, that's free to you. And then MREA Business Planning Clinic, if you want the materials, it's $16. If you want digital ones, it's free. So take advantage of those because those are our only trainings left before the end of the year. And then of course we have the summit. So make sure that you are going to those 2 classes and then you can focus on other things the next couple of months, but focus on your business now in the next month, and then we'll continue on in 2025.
And another thing I would suggest is to get ready for the team meetings. If you've not read the Shift book, get a copy. We've got several up front. We can order more, or if you really want to be cool, get the CD version of it. And we do have a VHS and a cassette tape around. But get the book. That way, each time you come to a team meeting, you can go through that with them. But it'll help you. Our goal, from everything I'm hearing, from Dr. Yoon to the mega camp financial stuff, to everything I'm hearing everywhere, 2025 it's coming back. But it's not gonna be for everybody. It's gonna be for the people who have prepared and are already doing the right things. We want you all to be the right people that are making sure your business and your life is going forward. So that's why we have all this stuff here to get you ready for it. Okay, Bold just finished. And so we ask about 4 of our people who've done it to come up and join us for a panel. And our stage hands are me today also. So let's welcome up Cassie Jones, Brady Wells, Jordan Fine, and Dartmouth Rose. Welcome, everybody.
I couldn't find my bold tee, so I wore purple.
Purple Rain, that works.
Way
That's way better. Now, need to make sure you all are in view. You are, good, okay. Also, if you didn't see, Bold ended with a boom like yesterday. If you haven't seen the video, you need to look for that. That was great. So,
I'm still laughing about it, like I left and my stomach hurt, just in case you were curious.
yeah.
I woke up in the middle of the night laughing at it. Awesome.
Yeah. So Bold, if you don't know, is a 7-week course, and next year they've rewritten it. Gary Keller has actually rewritten. It's going to be a 6-week course. It's going to be a little bit different, but it helps you. Everything we do sounds like a real estate class, and then you get into it. It's more about your life through real estate. So it stands for Business Objective, a Life by Design. And so I chose 4 people who I knew really seemed like they were pouring in and getting a lot out of it. So you can share with us what you got from the thing. So first question, and we'll just start with Darn. How many times have you done Bold, and what were you expecting going into it?
This was my very first time, and I heard so much about it last year from Jen Strachey, and she was like, you have to go, and then Erica like literally talked me into it on the spot, so. And I wrote some notes down so I wouldn't forget. Well, the first thing was that I really needed a new challenge. You know, I mean, you go with your business and you're busy, but I needed to look at my business in a different way. So that was one of the reasons why. I really wanted to hone in on my mindset, which I think is a huge part of our business model, and to implement new practices. I needed to learn some new things, and I really love being around like-minded people, colleagues. I think they make us better, so.
And Cassie, how many times have you done it?
That was number 4.
4?
Yep.
And well, so you had a different expectation going in because you'd done it before.
Right, I have done it before, and it's 4 different instructors, so that's what's really great about it. And so I didn't have a lot of expectation except to light a fire under me. Because after last year's Bold, I had a great first and second quarter, and that's not by accident. It was from all the work that I did during that time.
Very cool.
So my expectation is I have a really good first and second quarter.
Okay, so by doing that, it's gonna make
Yeah.
That's the action, then it has results from it. Jordan.
So it was my first Bold, and I carried tennis, like drug me to Landon's office to try to figure out how to get me there. And the way they were talking about it, I was expecting like maybe some kind of spiritual experience. Like they were like, you have to go, it's gonna change your life. And I'm like, it's like a revival or something. I don't know. But so there was like moments like that there, where got really deep with your big why and your mindset and how you look at things. But it wasn't that intense. It wasn't revival intense, but pretty intense.
Okay. No snakes. No snakes. Yeah, there was no snake handling going on. All right, Brady.
Yeah, it was my first time as well. And as somebody that's outside of the Keller Williams industry, I work with another broker. I was kind of expected to get beat up my first time there, but you guys, they were so welcoming, and I really think that it brought a lot of good value to me as an agent. But I really expected to go in and it'd just be like working on scripts and trying new ways of lead gen. But it was, like she said, it really helped you focus on your why and brought good intent to you.
Okay, you all sort of hit this. What was different from what you expected? And just anybody that wants to chime in on that. I mean,
I think just the whole, it was more about who we are as people.
Yeah.
You know, and growing as a person and, just really, and I appreciated that because I feel like Keller Williams really cares about us as people. And then everything else comes after that. But if we don't know who we really are, then we can't really help our clients because we have to figure out who we are first. So that was awesome part of it.
anybody else that it was, of what was different from what you walked in expecting?
I kind of expected, like, I thought somebody for some reason was gonna stand over me and make me call people, which they want you to call people, but no one's like there, like.
In a TCPA compliant and friendly way.
Yeah. No one gave me a list of phone numbers and said, call these people. It was, like she said, more about like your mindset and your, like, getting yourself right to do your business.
Awesome. We're gonna go this way this time. Brady, what was the one main thing you were able to implement almost immediately, or you're going to be able to implement immediately?
I think the one that hit me the most is the what you focus on expands, and that is you. When you invest in yourself, you're investing in your company, and that is you. You are your brand, and you are what needs to expand daily. I thought everything that it brought to me was new intent. It held me accountable for 7 weeks, and it helped me minimize the unknown. I mean, there was a lot of unknown for me. I'm a new agent. I'm only 4 months in, so it helped me really take more risks. And every time I started to question myself, I would focus back on what I needed to, and that's myself. So it was great.
Bring it back to the main thing
Yeah,
each
what you
time.
focus on expands.
Okay, Jordan?
Definitely like being intentional with my business, whereas when I started Bold, like I would count a conversation with, hi, how are you? And like getting their name, but by the end of Bold, it's like, hey, like, hi, how are you? But also I'm a real estate agent and what's going on with you in the real estate world and, but, you know, actually having like that conversation. By the end of it, I was there, so.
Okay, funny story on her. I was setting up for team meeting and they always have a coaching thing together here right beforehand. And she's up front coaching somebody else using Keller Williams phrases and scripts and everything. I'm like, holy cow. She's bought in and figured it all out immediately. But you have a confidence that I don't think you had 7 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And you're a totally different person from that side. So it's really been cool to see.
Will you tell me the question again? Make sure I'm answering.
Yes. What is the main thing you were able to implement immediately?
Okay, good. So I've been reading Bold Laws for 4 years and it's so funny because I remember my first 6 months and everybody quoting Bold Laws and I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, Brian Stone used to say things all the time, no pressure, no diamonds, blah, blah. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I started reading them and I love them and they usually elicit an emotional response with me. So whatever I'm feeling in that moment is kind of where I am. But this time I read, do what you've always done and get what you've always gotten. That like lightning bolt on me. And so it's on my phone. And so anytime that I don't want to do something, I pick up my phone and look at that and I go. No 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get what you always got.
And the Bold Laws, if you don't know what they are, as you go up this stairway, there's a big poster with all of them. Although next year they've rewritten almost all of them. There's 38 new laws, but they're still gonna be great, but we're gonna have both of them up there.
I know a lot of them.
Dar.
I honestly, it's just getting on the phone and talking to people every single day, like making that my focus. And I haven't been great at that, honestly. I don't love that. And it was a real challenge, but the more I got and talked to people, it was more just about talking to people, you know, and I made it bigger than it was, but that freaked me out a little bit. The first day was like 100 people in a week. How am I gonna do that? And actually I never got to 100, but I did way better than I had been doing. And it just really made a huge difference. And people like to talk to you. I mean, it's not that terrible of an experience, so.
One of the biggest things I got from Bold this year is you're probably not gonna get the 100 each week, but the idea that you're actually trying to do it is farther ahead than where you were. I mean, Scott's whole angle was, you know, all you gotta do is do everything once, 1 week, and you pass, because you get 4 fouls. And I'd never looked at it that way, that even if I get, let's say I get 10 people 1 week, that is better than not doing it all. And it's building those muscles. Also had a realization in the middle, because on our team, we get a DTD2 each week. It comes out and says, hey, here's the people you're supposed to call. 2 weeks ago, I looked at my people, and as I went through 8 of them, that's all I had, because I think it was like I and Q, so it wasn't a lot of letters. But 3 of them had sold their homes in 2022, and I had not stayed in contact with them. 250,000, 285,000, and 315,000. because I didn't stay in touch and just say, hey, I'm here whenever you're ready. So that hit me hard that, oh my gosh, if you don't stay in touch, you know, and it's not calling them saying, hey, are you ready to sell your house? It's just, hey, are you ready for winter? Do you have your vents closed yet? It's just something coming from value for them. And that's the thing I saw over and over this time was, if you don't hit the number, great, do something, get going with it. Sorry for the side angle there. Okay, mindset for 2025. What's changed from what you were expecting for 2025, or what are you gonna do with the year?
Gosh, I need to be so much better at planning my day. Like, I'm a planner, I'm a very organized person, but well, in real estate, as you all know, it's very difficult to plan your day because stuff comes up constantly. But I am definitely gonna plan my day better. I'm gonna work on doing the most important thing first. That was really great for me to remember each day. I don't want to stay comfortable. I could just stay how I am now and I'd be fine, you know, but I want to do better. I want to grow more and I'm getting old. So, I mean, I don't know. I got like probably 10 good summers left. I'm just kidding.
No.
Sorry, I just have this list because I didn't want to forget anything. I want to really decide what my focus is going to be for 25. It's going to be different than 24 and I want to be intentional about it. I want to say super laser focus on that thing that I decide that's going to be 2025. I haven't decided that yet. I want to be purposeful and I want to stay top of mind. So whatever I need to do to stay top of mind, I'm going to work extra hard to do that. So.
Cassie.
Well, I'm gonna come off of that too, the comfortable part, instead of staying comfortable and then getting really uncomfortable with those choices because it hurt me. I want to get uncomfortable and make better choices. So I for 2025, I want to be really uncomfortable in a good way.
In fact, she's signing up to do Bold in Tulsa starting next week. So she's gonna do it again in the new version
So
of
I'm
it.
gonna have a really good first and second quarter.
Yeah. Jordan.
So I have some really specific goals for a year from now. Like I want to go to Scotland and like there's a bunch of other things. So those are some of my big whys. So I guess I don't have as many specifics laid out, but other than I'm going to crash and burn till I make do a certain number of deals and a certain amount of money to have within the next year to do all the things I want to do. And not fall short of that. Just keep that in focus over all the little things that could possibly get in the way. So.
Brady.
Create better habits. For me, I wake up every day kind of looking for a new way to find success or a new way to get better. Bold gave me a routine, and for anybody that doesn't know, it only takes 21 days to create a habit. Throughout 7 weeks, I created a new habit. Now, almost every Tuesday, I want to put myself in the bold mindset. So creating better habits. My why is changing. You know, we're about to have our first kiddo, and for me, it's just creating better habits that are going to create a better outcome for me and my family.
Very cool. So at the beginning of Bold, we talked about a bold Christmas because whatever you do right now is going to affect 3 months from now. And we said, do you want to have a normal Christmas or do you want to have a bold Christmas? So what do you all, and we're going to start with Jordan on this one. What's different or what could happen by the end of this year for you?
So by the end of this year, I definitely can use what I learned to maybe get a couple more deals that will help my Christmas. I don't think without Bold, I would have been in the mindset to do that. I would have been just kind of trudging along in the same paradigm that I was in. And it's already helped. And yeah, so I wasn't there for the first week, so I don't remember.
Okay. Cassie.
You know, I haven't even thought about Bold Christmas. I mean, I have a plan of debt removal and the whole purpose of that. It used to be for my husband to retire, but he doesn't want to retire. So I'm not going to go that way anymore. It was ridiculous to think that. So now it's toward my rescue. So my why is, you know, getting my 501c3 going, finding land. So next year, my goal is to have enough money that I've paid off my debt and buy land for the rescue.
Very cool. Dar?
I just took this right from Bold and it was the statement, I want to begin the process to break through my current achievements and create a new normal. It's easy to rest on our laurels, but I really, really want to create a new normal and do even better.
Brady.
I want to double my numbers. I mean, I was skyrocketing at the beginning of Bold. I stayed with the habits. I stayed consistent throughout Bold. but I kind of hit this like plateau. But like I said, those habits that I created with Bold have made me want to keep achieving those numbers. So yeah, I'm shooting high.
Very cool. And on the screen behind, you can see we had the Bold Christmas tree and we had ornaments where everybody wrote down what their goal was by the end of the year. If you need that ornament to be a reminder for you, I think we got them upstairs. Nicole's got them, yep. So hang that on your car mirror or on your door or something as a reminder of what's going on there. And bathroom.
Best place to put it.
And Bold is not, there's no secret to it. It is just making yourself accountable, figuring out a system. But here's what came from Bold. During those 7 weeks, we ended up with 169 listings, 264 signed buyers agreements, and 194 under contract. And Scott did the math, that's like 4.6 million in volume just from what we did in Bold. The big thing people try and do is they want to stop. They're like, oh, it's done. No, that was to help you learn how to do this for every quarter. So like Cassie said, this will build her first quarter for next year. There's no magic secret to this. It is just consistently doing a routine over and over. Real estate's not sexy, well, except I make it sexy. But it's just doing the same routine over and over. Okay, any last things anybody wants to add on it?
If you want to go to Tulsa, Lisa and I are going.
Did you know that, Elise?
I did.
More merrier.
Great.
And on that note, seriously though, if you want to take Bold and it's not offered in Springfield, look outside of Springfield because you have the opportunity to make referral partner relationships while in that Bold. And that can always help build your business. So don't say, oh, I can't do that because it's not here. Figure it out. I mean, there's 2 Bolds in Kansas City starting next week, I guess. And one's in Lee Summit and one's in Prairie Village. That's 2.5 hours. And it starts at 9 a.m. So you can get out of the house by 6:30 or maybe, 6:30, you'll be there.
And stay for a Chiefs game while you're there.
Stay for a Chiefs game and eat some good barbecue. So
That's right.
figure it out, make it work.
Anything else from anybody?
Just get involved. If you guys have the opportunity to be a part of something, go do it. I mean, there's great people in this community that you can get involved with and get in front of, and that helps you create your 100 conversations. That helps you create new contacts.
Yeah.
The more you do that and the more you get in front of people and treat them well, the more your business will expand. So
Awesome.
keep being great.
Let's thank them for being a part of our. Okay, Bold is gonna, like we said, there's still more to get going. The business planning clinic is coming up, so next week, we'll help you figure out what you need ahead of time for that. Any thoughts you all have from hearing them or things from when you've done Bold or any other ahas, which is a Kellerism that stands for Agents Helping Agents. Yes, sir.
So there wasn't that much strength for the 11 o'clock meetings. I really like them.
It was like 50-50.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be lead generating in the morning?
Yes. You are. Amen. So we went back and forth on, should we change it now? So we're probably gonna try that in first quarter. See how it
Maybe we could
goes.
do another one in December, do another survey.
Oh, we absolutely
And
will.
always send it to top producing agents.
Okay. There we go.
Just kidding.
Awesome. Okay, next week, it's the 4 Bs, burritos, biscuits, business planning prep, and back to Tuesday. So it'll be Tuesday, 9/27. We'll have Brahms burritos and biscuits. We'll have business planning prep. We'll have a big crowd back in. We're gonna absolutely thank our vendor and our affiliate sponsors for Bold also on that week. Nicole, anything else besides get your CE done?
Nope, just really important, if you are signed up for Business Planning Clinic, please come to that team meeting next week. We are gonna give you the pre-work, we're gonna explain it, because there is some pre-work that you do have to have before you come to Business Planning Clinic. That's gonna help set you up for success for that training. And then we are also going to have some recaps after Business Planning Clinic, so just keep an eye out for those. Then that way you can make sure that you are definitely set up for success in 2025. If you didn't understand a certain model or you needed more help, we are here for that as well, okay?
Very cool. Thank you so much. James Shaw next week also, and I have the team meeting scheduled for fourth quarter if you want those. Thank you all. Have a great week. Go to lunch with somebody.